Hi everybody. I had told you that I would hop on here once we got to Georgia and just let you know we made it and maybe just pop in and share a few things. We did get here around midnight, night before last, and it's absolutely beautiful here. You can probably hear the birds chirping and singing in the background, and it's a beautiful 79 degrees. And I know a lot of my friends are here in this area, and a lot of people that follow my page are here in this area, but also a lot of them are way north in North Dakota and other places, and it's not quite so pretty there yet, but it will be soon, holding out hope. Today I have went and just looked around, shopped some with my mom. She picked me up a couple of signs, and I was going to share those with you. The first one is, well, I don't know if I can get it back far enough so you can see it, is this pink truck sign. And it does have the Easter egg in back, and I'm thinking about maybe just taking the egg out because I've did quite a few Easter wreaths, and then the truck could just be for spring. Maybe put just some flowers back there or something. And then also there's this welcome sign, and I just love the spring colors in these. They're so pretty, so bright, and just wanted to share those with you. Also, I have a buddy out here today. She's wanting to, I think, go back in the house. She's had enough outside, so she wants to get back in. I was gonna stroll around here. It's amazing to me to come home and see all the things in bloom already. Our lawn could actually use cutting already, but I want to show you our neighbor's tulip tree. It is absolutely beautiful, and it just amazes me that 2 days ago I left snow and I can come home, and God's creations are just so wonderful, just amazing. But look at this tree. Maybe you can tell exactly just how beautiful it is. I love it. I love seeing all the signs of spring. I think I hear the girls. Okay. I'm back. I hope you guys got to see the tree that I wanted to share with you, and I think I got too far away from our Wi-Fi, which is not great anyway. But anyway, I just want to hop on and say hi, and I did pick up some things today, a wreath form that I'm going to try to hop back on and maybe try to make a tulip wreath with some of you guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye. Hey everybody. Um, I don't know if this is the way it needs to be because something popped up and said rotate your phone. So I don't know if I'm going to be the way I need to be for you to see me. And I don't know if it's recording. Yes, it looks like it's recording. It says finish. I was trying to get it to pull up so I can see. Okay, no, I am sideways. Great. Hang on just a second. Okay, I apologize. This is the first time that I've tried to do this with a stand, so it's going to be an experience. Let's see. You guys, I don't know if that's gonna work like that, or if it's gonna look, if it's, I think it's gonna be too, well, I'm showing up on my phone, but, okay, there we go. The computer is just delayed. Okay, I apologize. I know it's not perfect, but we are definitely not real tech savvy right now. We haven't got, this is just a quick, here we are, and we're gonna do our best. But what I've been working on is this tulip wreath, and I'm sure some of you have already saw other people make those, and I had saw Dina from Dina's Deco Designs, and I fell in love with it when she did it, and since then I've saw all the ones that Jen Green from Jen Green's Adorable Wreath and More she has done, and they are just beautiful. I have all these multicolored tulips, so that's what I'm working with because it's what I have on hand. And what I did to begin with is I took an 18-inch foam ring, and I got satin ribbon and just wrapped it, and every couple of wraps I would put a dot of glue, and until I got the whole thing done. And it took about three 3-yard rolls, and you know, some may take less, some may take more, just depending, I guess, on how tightly or how close you wrap the rings. So, but I guess first of all I can introduce myself. I'm Kim Baker. The little technical difficulties there threw me and got me a little nervous because this is the first time I'm trying to show you guys something that I've actually done. But I'm Kim Baker, and Abby, my daughter over here, she was trying to help me recover from the little situation with the phone. She's our 12-year-old, soon to be 13-year-old. We're about to have a teenage girl in the house. We went through 2 teenage boys in the house because we have, Michael and I, my husband Michael, when we married, each of us had a son each, and so we have 2 sons and the daughter and the dog. You probably hear her over here in the background smacking. I don't know what she's doing. She's taking a nap on the couch, but she's smacking too. But anyway, so back to the tulips. What I've got all these tulips, and from watching the ladies, what you do with these tulips when you get them is the leaves, you're gonna push them all the way up to the where the tulip bud is on the stem, and you just do that with each stem on the tulip bush, and I think there's 8 on each of these bushes. You just push your stems or your leaves all up to your flower buds, and then once you get that done, you're just gonna come in with your wire cutters and cut the tulips off the bush. And I realized after I started doing this that when I started to put them on my form, that some of the stems, of course they weren't even because I'm not measuring them, I'm just snipping them off. And as I started to put them on, some of them I wanted to cut a little more so they wouldn't hang off of the edge of the wreath. So then you have your little tulip stems ready to use on your wreath. And what I have been doing is I have been grabbing 5, since I have multicolored, I'm just doing it randomly, just grabbing 5 random colors of the ones that I have cut off already. And then, like I said, if there's any that's very long, I am cutting them a little bit shorter. And then I take a floral pen. I just got these at Walmart over in the floral department. I don't know. The teenager's over here saying something to me. Did I do something wrong? I don't know. What are you saying?
Let me see it real quick. If they need to see it better, you can do
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. She's a pro at this love stuff, as you know teenagers are, and she's telling me that if I need to show you something, to hold it up in front of my hand to where you can see that. And now that she mentions it, I know I saw you guys do some of that when you did live. But you know, these teenagers, they're doing their lives. She actually is one of the ones that's into all this slime, and so she's doing these slime lives. But what I'm doing here, try to hold it up to where you see it. I've got these here, and I'm just going in with this next bunch of tulips and laying them down on top of those, just a little bit below where they were. And then I'm just going in over the stems with my floral pen. And that one feels like it's wanting to come back out, so I'm just gonna go in with a drop of glue there. I haven't done that on every one of them because it didn't appear to be necessary, but that one there, and then you get glue strings everywhere that you've got to get off. But that one there appears to be trying to slip back out, and I don't want that to happen, so I'll just dot a little glue there. And then you have your next set of stems. Let me see if I can see where we're going and see if I am doing this by myself or if I have somebody. Actually, I see Rhonda. Oh, she's in Georgia also. Rhonda, I didn't realize you were in Georgia also. We are in Northwest Georgia. Actually, for a short time, my husband, he works in North Dakota, and I homeschool our daughter. And once we decided to homeschool, that allowed us more freedom to spend time with him in North Dakota as well as here in Georgia. So we've been back in Georgia for about a week now, and I'm not sure. We had planned to go back to North Dakota the end of the week, but today he was scheduled for an MRI because he slipped on some ice in North Dakota last Friday, and so his doctor is sending him for an MRI on this Friday for his shoulder. So, hi Dawn from Minnesota. We usually fly into Minnesota if we fly home from North Dakota to Georgia or vice versa, and that's the extent of me being in Minnesota. I'd like to go there sometime. My daughter would definitely like to go there. I think that's where the mall, what's the big mall there that everybody's wanting to go to, she's wanting to go to. What is it?
I can't think of it.
You can't think of what it's called either. Hi, Mom's Crafty Independent
Mall
Chalk
of America.
Couture.
Mall of America.
You're in LaGrange, Georgia. Oh yeah, okay. You're about 30 minutes from Alabama. We are actually like 20 minutes over the Alabama line. So I told you wrong. We're in no, that's right.
Northwest, yeah.
Yeah, we're in Northwest. I thought I told you wrong. Where are we? Yeah, we're in Northwest Georgia.
That's Mall of America.
Hi, Roxanne. Yeah, Mall of America, that's where you want to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to try to, I don't think that's too terrible a drive from where we are in North Dakota. We have friends that have family there, and they travel there quite often. Okay, so I'm just doing the 5 again, and I think some people do maybe more or even less, but I was just going by what looked the fullest on my foam reform, and so that's what I decided to go with, was 5 stems. And then like I said, just placing them on here just a little bit lower than where I had them before. And this wasn't really meant to be a tutorial live, because this is the first time that I've done this. So if you wanted just a strictly tutorial, I'm sure that you might want to drop in on one of the other ladies who have quite a bit more experience than I do. Hi Dawn, thanks for sharing. I really appreciate that. I'm pretty much new. I'm a newbie to the wreath making. I started because after my dad passed away, I always wanted to keep something real pretty in the vase on his monument, and I was buying things to go on there, and my dad was he was a very particular person. He had to have things just so the way he wanted it. And so I wanted things that, even though, you know, it was more for me than him, because thankfully he's in a better place now. But I wanted things though that said him when I saw them there. And so I decided, instead of trying to go out and hunt those things, I would just try making them myself. So I started searching online for how to do that, and I came across Celebrate, and I don't know, I can't think who. It's a lady, she was on Home Talk. Oh, forgive me. Anyway, she was using a steel pick machine, and I thought, that's what I need to do these. So I got me a steel pick machine and just started working, and somehow from doing that and searching videos for that, I found the wreath making crew, and I found Damon, and then saw his Inner Circle group and just decided to join, and have been in love ever since. So I like to test myself and see. Let me see, I lost you guys, so I can see who's here. There we go. See your comments. But I like to test myself and just see what I can do and what I can accomplish. Whether it's not always been with flowers. First was, you know, crocheting, and then I would just whatever. My daughter would ask me to crochet something for her American Girl dolls, and here I'd go tackling that, and then, like I said, doing the things for Daddy. So I feel like I'm rambling on. If there's anybody still here that I've missed, say hi. I don't know what it's doing where you are, but it's raining here, and that's one thing that I have missed in North Dakota, because if precipitation falls in North Dakota, it's not in the form of rain. I missed the sound of rain there, and when they said last night that it was going to rain today, I told my husband, I said, we're just going to stay home, and I'm just going to listen to the rain. Then I got up this morning and it wasn't raining. I said, where's the rain? But just as we started this live, I heard it start outside, which makes me a little fearful for our, see there so far? It makes me a little fearful for our internet, because it's not the best on the best days, much less rainy days. But maybe it'll get us through. Okay, I'm not see any questions. I've got my tulips over here on a table out of sight because, like I said, we didn't have a great setup for this so far. Just getting started. But we'll manage. We'll manage. These are so pretty. The tulips are so colorful. When you just see them all spread out in front of you, it's just beautiful. The daughter's over here wanting to aggravate the dog. I think she's wanting to make the dog growl or get feisty like she does, so everybody can know she's in the background. Wonder what everybody else is working on right now. I've been seeing several of these, and wonder if everybody's still working on Easter stuff, if they've already moved on to other things, just spring and summer things. I did a few Easter wreaths, and I've sold a few. I got up this morning to woke up this morning to a review on a wreath I sold yesterday, and it's always nice to wake up to. I can't do anything left-handed, guys. Got to get that with that right hand. It's nice to wake up to something like that first thing in the morning, especially when, like I said, you're new at it and just learning. You want to please people for sure. You want to please them all the time. I don't know. I see it says I still have some watching. Say hi if you're watching, so I know you're there. So I don't feel like I'm just talking to myself. Which I guess in a sense that's what you're doing when you're doing a live. You're just talking to yourself. And I don't know that I have enough to say to talk to myself. Roll that back up. I'm not seeing any new comments. Oh, I see. Roxanne's from Florida. Oh, Roxanne, is it warm there? We have friends from North Dakota that head south every winter, and it's so nice, but we miss them. We miss them when they're gone. But it's nice for them to escape that cold North Dakota winter. And like I said, we do that because my husband, he works up there, and he's been up there for about 6 years now. And I was working here. I worked in the IS department for Mohawk Industries, and I had been there for 24 years when I decided that I needed to quit to homeschool my daughter. And it was a good job that I loved, and the people were awesome to work with. But just the circumstances said that I needed to be home with her and to homeschool her, so that's what we did. And like I said, now that allows us, we spend, you know, a portion of our time in North Dakota, and then we come back here, and when we're here, we miss all of our friends there, and then when we're in Georgia, when we're in North Dakota, we miss all of our friends and family here. Once I get these in here, then if I understand correctly I'm gonna cut some more of those off because that's not going in there quite right. if I understand correctly, once I get these in here, then I just do the same thing on the outside of the form and on the inside of the form. So you can imagine how full this is gonna look. It's gonna be gorgeous. All these colors, all these spring colors, just beautiful. When I went into Michael's to buy these, well, my mom had picked up some of the tulips for me several weeks ago, and then I went back in and got a few more the other day, and it was very few compared to what my mom had gotten. And the lady said, "Oh, all these tulips, you must have an event." I can only imagine what they thought when my mom went in and came out with probably about 60 bushes of them. And I thought, whoa. Let's see, I just want to make sure I'm not missing any comments. If anybody's saying anything, letting me know that you're there. If you dropped in, I appreciate you dropping in. I love to watch all of you guys create. I sometimes lay in bed. I'll tell myself I sometimes lay in bed and listen. I mean, what are you doing?
I'm joking.
Don't choke. Don't choke. I sometimes lie in bed, insomnia, and watch you guys create. And if I ever, I sometimes just watch it with the volume off just to see what you're doing, to be honest, because I don't want to wake my husband up, and sometimes I accidentally hit the button and I'll have to be like, oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Didn't mean to wake you up. But he easily goes right back to sleep. I wish I could do that like he does. He just back to sleep just almost as quickly as he woke up. Okay, let's see here. We're getting close to the end of the outer circle. I think maybe one more bunch is going to have the outer ring completely full. Like I said, it's so bright and so pretty. Hi, Linda from Nebraska. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Let me show you this right quick. I bought this tin at Hobby Lobby. And it's flat on the back for a door hanger. And these, they're not set in properly or permanently. I just threw them in there just to see what they were gonna look like, all one color in this tin. And I think I'm gonna love it when I get my foam and my form for them to stand up with. I think I'm absolutely going to love that. Just want to share that with you because I had it sitting over here with more tulips in it. Oh, you don't have to be sorry, honey. You didn't bother a thing. She's apologizing that she got choked. like you could have that. So what's everybody, I kind of hesitated, well, after I said I was going to go live tonight, it dawned on me, because I've lost track of days being here in Georgia, it dawned on me that it was Wednesday night, and I didn't know, I know in North Dakota, if it was Wednesday night, a lot of our folks would be at Awana's or here, you know, a lot of people are at church tonight. But to be honest with you, it just, the day just skipped my mind. And then we have been run so crazy since being here, visiting friends and family that, and then when we decided to just stay home today, it's like, oh, I didn't even realize what day it was already. Uh-oh, what have I done? Did I just miss one, or did I pull those out? I think I just missed a couple right there when I started to put that in, so I have to go back and fill that in. I think that's why I've been hesitant to do a live, because, you know, hey, there you are. And if you run into problems, just like we did with the technology at the beginning, then there you are, everybody's seeing you, so can't do much about it then. But hopefully you guys are understanding and show some grace for the first time. Give a little grace. It gets tight when you get down here to the last bit. It's tight. I guess that's how I missed that. Let me catch that one there. I guess that's how I missed that one, because it's such a tight spot. Fluff it back up and see if I got it where it needs to be. There we go. You like it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a thumbs up from her over in the background, so I guess that means she likes it. I don't know about right there, if I need to go one more. No, I don't think I can go one more. And I think that one's gonna have to have some glue on it. I may need to I'm probably stringing glue strings. Hi Linda, I am putting 5. I've cut the tulip stems off of the bunches, and I'm putting 5 of them in a bunch. I'm just picking different colors and putting 5 of them onto the wreath. I think, I was looking earlier, I think when I go to the outside ring, I think I'm gonna go down to 3. I think that's gonna be plenty enough for what I want on the side. And like I said, some may do more. I think when I watch Dina do it on Dino Deco Designs, I think she was doing 3 on hers. And I kind of got scared when I started doing this. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna have enough tulips. But I think I will. I think I will. And guys, I just have to give a shout out to my husband when we was trying to get all this set up with the spot and the phone, and like I said, we're not all you're welcome, Linda. Thanks for joining me. He was such a trooper trying to get me set up where I need to be, and I told him, I told him I was just thankful for him having so much patience with me. He said, well, why wouldn't I? It's just a given, you know. But he was trying to help me set the phone up, and he did a good job. It's just that I didn't realize that we couldn't have the phone lying sideways when we started this. Okay, and what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna go on the side, and I'm gonna do 3 of the tulip stems and see what it looks like from there. And I think that it's gonna be it's gonna be easier to not pop my floral stem back out without glue I think that's gonna work much better as far as that goes. Let's see. I had less of the blue tulips, I think. And so I was, yeah, the blue and the yellow, I had less of those. So I was trying to kind of space them out more than the others. And then here, I don't know if you can see, I'm just gonna lay this bundle of 3 right down on top of that one and put in my floral stem. And it's like I want to hold the wreath with my right hand, but then I can't put the floral stem in my left hand, with my left hand. I need 2 right hands. When I was talking about the rain earlier and how much I missed the rain and wanted to be able to hear the rain, I bet that if there's anybody watching to the west of us, that they would gladly send me some of their rain. I've been seeing that they're getting lots of rain, lots of flooding, and so prayers with all those people there. I'm sure that they would share lots of their rain with us. What? I can't read lips.
You want me to hold it?
Do I want you to hold the wreath?
Yeah.
That's good, because I don't think if you were holding it, I would be able to do any better. But I appreciate you offering. Hi, Sandra. I would definitely say that you could make it with different types of flowers, and it'd be just as pretty. I just happened to see them doing it with tulips, but no doubt, I'm sure it would be pretty with any other flowers. It's a good question, good thought too. But that's what we as designers do, and we take it, we try to make it our own. Oh, my screen just went black. Didn't know what happened on the laptop. But just do it and take it and make it our own, change things. Do you guys, are you just, are you wreathers, or are you in other design things? Like I said, mine started, I've just been one of those that if I see something, I just say, I want to try that. And my grandmother, she always crocheted, and I never got her to teach me to do that. But I wish I had. Then afterwards, after she had passed away, and I decided I wanted to learn, I had to go to YouTube and let people on YouTube teach me how to crochet. And that worked out pretty good, but all the things I could have learned from my grandmother if I would have just, when she was still living. But I was working full time and raising kids, so I just didn't take the time to slow down and learn all that stuff. She had a garden each year and could just can anything. And now I just wish that I had all that knowledge that she had. My niece's soon-to-be husband, his grandmother reminds me so much of my grandmother. And I just, like, thinking this summer, I just want to go spend the summer with her and just watch her do all that stuff and just soak all that knowledge into my head. She gives us some delicious
Pickles.
Abby says pickles, so that's her favorite thing that she gets from her. And my husband's, I think, is her pear preserves. So
Pickles and apple butter jelly.
pickles and apple butter jelly, and but she can just make anything because she's always giving us something. And like I said, I just think I want to go spend the summer with her and find out how to do all that stuff. You see, it's getting full on the side already, and you can tell how much it's causing it to, how much fuller it's causing it to look from the front when me just putting them behind, because you see down here there's nothing behind, then you get up here and how much fuller it is, and just imagine when you put it in down here, it's going to be really full and fluffy. I'm enjoying rag rug crochet, trying to get through winter. Oh, where are you, the one that was in Minnesota, Linda? I can understand that, trying to get through winter. In North Dakota, we get cabin fever after a while. I have some friends that they just throw on a light coat and they just take off no matter the temperature. But when I start seeing, 17, 30 below wind chills, I'm staying in the house. I'll have to look up rag rug crochet. I don't know what that is, but I'll definitely check it out, because that's what I'll do. What are you doing, sister? Why don't you come over and say hi? You're hiding in the background. Come around here and say hi. With your slime shirt on. She's advertising slime even. I told you, she likes to do the slime. Oh, she's already looked up rag rug crochet for me. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. That looks like a huge, oh, that's pretty. All those colors too.
Wouldn't that green?
I started when looking for a wreath for my husband's headstone. See, just like I did. That's what I wanted to do, to make that thing for my dad. So Sandra, your story is just right there with mine, because that's what I did. I wanted to be able to do my own thing for my dad's headstone, and so here I am, and he has some pretty flowers down on his headstone, and then from that, others are getting some pretty wreaths. My sister actually lives in my dad's house now, and they have he had a fireplace mantle, and my fireplace is behind me. You see, I don't use it very often because I got pictures hanging on it, and I don't have a mantle. But Daddy had a mantle on his, and I called her up Christmas, and I said, after seeing Clara with the, was it Creators Digest was the name of what Clara and Damon and all those guys got together and did. After seeing Clara's mantle, I called up my sister and I said, can I come down and play with your mantle for Christmas? And she's like, sure, come on. So that's what I did. I went down and, well, actually it's the picture on my cover on my page. And I had such fun doing that. So shout out to Clara for her inspiration here. Sorry, I'm probably making some pretty faces trying to cut the wires on these tulips. Trying to use up my fabric. I'll have to look at that more and see how that's done, Linda. It was beautiful in the picture that my daughter searched online for me. It's funny how we can jump from one thing to the other, doing different things, because like I said, it started with the crocheting, and just always I like to be doing something, creating something, whether it be with words or with materials. I like, it's not something I would share with people, not right now anyway, but I like to write. Done a few poems. So just any way to get that creativeness flowing. Sandra, if you're still here, it was great stumbling upon Damon and Nick, wasn't it? I just love watching them. Poor Damon, all those boxes. I went to Amazon and was just looking at the boxes that he tells us he uses when he does his wreaths. And they were out of both sizes, and I thought, Damon has bought up all of Amazon's wreaths, or boxes, shipping boxes. Like, you know, I don't know if that's the case or not, but I just thought it was funny that they were all gone just as he was buried in boxes at his house. Spring and summer I fly. Funerals and weddings, confirmation set. Going to make the wreath from cross and white lilies and a white dove. That will be beautiful. Beautiful, yes. I saw a lot of people doing the cross wreaths too. I'll have to be watching for you to post a picture of that when you get it done. That'll be pretty. I haven't tried anything like that. Like I said, I just tried the round bouquets for my dad's vase. My aunt had, a lot of people say aunt, but I'm from the South and I say aunt. My aunt, she had asked about me doing a saddle for my grandmother's headstone. And I didn't tackle that at Christmas because I was still new to it and I was still scared. So I was like, oh, I don't know, but maybe this time I'll get that done. Hi, Dina. South Carolina. Thank you, Sandra. We went to, was it North Carolina that we went and saw? It wasn't South Carolina, but I think it was North Carolina where we went and saw the Disney on Ice. So we would have went through. Was it South Carolina that we went to?
Yeah.
Hadn't been there very much. Hi, Jenny from Louisiana. We were in Louisiana a couple of years ago. We went down and ate a lot of food. On the way back, I had a gallbladder attack. I thought I was having a heart attack, people. Food was delicious, and I don't know if it was just coincidence, but ended up in the ER on the way home, and then had to come back to Georgia and have my gallbladder taken out. I guess I ate too much, but it was good food. Can't blame it on the food though, because my husband was fine. It was just bad timing for my gallbladder. But we took the tour, oh no, she said she lost her 6 months after moving there. So we might have to go to the food's too good for the gallbladders. But we took the tour, a guided tour. And they took us to and explained to us how the cemeteries are and how they work there. It was so interesting.
And then that big building. And then they took us around where people lived. And
yeah, where Katrina had come through and all that. It was very interesting. We enjoyed our time there. No, it's the food, she says. But it's good, just not good for your gallbladder. Sandra, where do I get most of my materials? The tulips are from Michael's, and I alternate. I have alternated when shopping in stores from Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but
at home.
yeah, and at home. I just discovered our at-home store in Chattanooga not too long ago. And it's only about an hour from us, and I love going in there. Went there actually just, was it yesterday, day before yesterday? And, but for ribbon, Craft Outlet. That's the place that I have found the ribbon that I love. And I've been out last couple of days, and Hobby Lobby and Michael's, just, I thought, well, maybe I'll find some ribbon, but I just didn't really find any that I fell in love with. So definitely Craft Outlet for my ribbon so far. You know, like I said, I'm just starting, so there may be many more places out there that I don't know about. But Michael's, I love Michael's for my florals. In North Dakota, the Hobby Lobby is about 50 minutes from us, and the Michael's is 3 hours from us. So I was very glad to get back and go into Michael's here and be able to find me some florals. Need you to show me how to do a bow. Oh, Sandra, I don't know that I'm the person for that tutorial right now. I bought the Pro Bow and I love it, but I definitely need to watch some more of the videos to see how to make more of the bows. I think I've tried the Terry bow, but I struggle with them. I'll be honest, I still struggle with them, but I'll get there. The wreath I did for the lady yesterday, I had a bow on it, and she wanted a different bow. And last night I was here like, I don't have my Pro Bow. Am I going to be able to get her a pretty bow on this wreath? Because I didn't bring a lot of my stuff from North Dakota. I brought 3 wreaths to Georgia with me that I had already made. And I thought, I'll just take these because they were Easter wreaths. And I thought, I'll just take these, and that way if I sell them, because by the time I get back to North Dakota, you know, it's going to be so close, it might be closer to Easter or getting closer to Easter, and they will have already done something and not be interested in an Easter wreath. So I thought, I'll see if I can sell them while I'm in Georgia. Uh-oh, this one's not wanting to go in here. So I just brought those 3 wreaths. Didn't bring any of my, not even my scissors. Nothing. I had to borrow, my husband had a pair, but I didn't like the way they worked, but I had to borrow my wire cutters from my neighbor across the street. Let me tell you, the things that those neighbors do for me, you would not even believe. With us traveling back and forth so much, they're awesome. And we love them. They're not just neighbors, they're family. What is it? Oh, the dog. She's watching me. She's keeping an eye on me. She don't know who I'm talking to, what I'm doing. You didn't want to come and say hi? Come over and say hi. What'd you do? Oh, she's doctoring her arm. She went out on the boat with her dad and her pawpaw, and her grandmother and I said, oh, and this is another thing with the tulips. Sometimes I heard, I think it was, I won't give credit, because one of the ladies says that she runs her hand over it to make sure none of the blooms pop off the tulips, because they do sometimes pop off, and it's so full I may never find where that came from. But if I do, and if I notice one off before I start doing it, that's why I've got my hot glue gun here. I'll just dab a little glue on the stem and just pop it back on. But it happens with all of them at times. But what I was saying about her, she went fishing with her grandfather and her dad. And we told them, you know, keep that sunscreen on her. And you know her grandmother was like, get that sunscreen on her. And they didn't do it. Oh, well, they did, but they didn't reapply it. And so she had some water blisters the next day.
Some.
Yeah, it was on her face and on her arms, and it really concerned me because I don't like that. I don't like for that to happen, but it did. So we had to run and get aloe gel and put it on there. And I forgot, one of our friends in North Dakota actually, what is it? She does lavender, I think, on sunburn, and I did just now thought of that. So I should have thought of Jen doing that. Okay, I'm getting low on tulips, so who knows? I may end up running out and having to. Well, yeah. I don't know though, because I've got to do the inside also. You know, I don't know how long I've been on here. Oh, thanks, Linda. You like all the multicolor then? I was afraid that I wouldn't like it when I got started on it. The tulips look beautiful when they just were laying all out on the table together. So I thought, well, maybe they will once I get them in the wreath. But I think it's turning out pretty. It'll definitely be an eye catcher from a distance on someone's front door with all those colors, that's for sure. I felt something loose on there and I thought, what is my satin coming off? But it was just a leaf off of the tulips. Thanks, Jenny. So Jenny, if we're ever in Louisiana again, any pointers? My husband definitely wants to go back.
I'm gonna go back and try out here. 'Cause I
Any?
was trying
You didn't?
there.
Any tips on where we should go, what we should do? Look how full it's getting with just adding that. That's huge compared to the way it was just around here. Huge. If it's gonna time to lay over here. You still haven't came over and said hi. You can say hi. You just gonna be shy and not do it?
I'll see.
She is shy, guys. You coming?
I'll live with her.
She's supposed to move up to our youth group at church, and she's been too shy to do that because she said everybody in there is older than her.
Quit.
But when we go back, we're gonna have to get her in there on that. Thank you, Alicia, and thanks for joining me. Let's see, up north, still haven't seen any of the good stuff. Well, I guess when I saw that, my mind went New Orleans. When you said Louisiana, my mind went straight there, so I'm sure.
Hey, Angie.
What? Oh, your
Angel.
aunt's on? Hi, everybody. Meet Abby. This is Abby J. Abby Joanna. She's named after my grandmother. Her name was Nellie Jo.
Nellie.
Nellie Jo.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. Well, you didn't meet her. So.
Come here. Quit.
Jenny says hi, Abby. She's our baby girl, guys.
No, that's our baby girl.
Well, the dog's our baby girl. You want to show them the dog?
I can't.
You hear her over there? She is my baby. And
Ow!
Daphne, be nice. Be nice. She's having an attitude with Abby. If you could hear her growling over there, she's like, leave me alone. This is Daphne. Abby got her for Christmas several years ago.
Probably about 5, maybe.
Yeah, when you were about 5.
4 or 5.
And
No, I think I was 4. Because I had her when
She was supposed to be Abby's dog, but she bonded with me. So
That's why she was growling at me.
that's why she's growling at you. Yes, she don't like that. Thanks, Linda. She's our baby. She's a good girl. We love her. She doesn't like to travel back and forth to North Dakota, though. She does not like that. She's good once we get wherever we're going to be, but she doesn't like the traveling. Hi, Tammy from Missouri. Hey, Angie. No, Angie, this is not yours. Well, I wasn't making it with you in mind, but we might can talk.
And Angie wants.
You know, we can talk. Yeah, and Angie wants 3.
She's a doll.
Actually, she wanted something else. What was it she was wanting?
I don't.
That-
Oh, Papa's boot.
No, I made something the other day. Or I was saying I was making something, and she said,
Linda said that she's a doll.
yeah. I can't remember what it was I was making, and
No,
Angie was
it
like,
says
I
she's
want
a
that for
dolly.
my door.
Oh.
I can't remember though. She just wants everything. She's the one that got her mantle decorated Christmas. Now she wants my wreath.
Oh.
That's what sisters do though, isn't it? Dogwoods. Oh, yes, dogwoods. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, that was what was so crazy when we got here. Coming from North Dakota and leaving snow. And that was in my live I did. Because I was just amazed at the stuff blooming. It's beautiful. But it's just amazing that you go from that cold and drive for a couple of days, and then you're here. And I actually am running out of tulips. You want to go to Arkansas? Someone, Linda. No, wait a minute.
Wait, is that Arkansas? I think it.
I don't know. I can't see all the comments now. The way they're rolling up. But I'm actually running out of some of the tulips that I already had cut, so I'm going to have to cut some more. I really appreciate all you who have dropped in. I was very nervous about doing this for the first. I mean, I've dropped in for a few, and I don't think I did a couple of lives, but I don't think I even really waited till I saw one of my friends on the last one I did right when I hit the button to go off. I didn't wait for anybody to go on.
Oh yeah, I've done that before.
See if anybody was watching me.
As soon as I hit the button to go off.
But
so
this is the first one that I knew I was going to be on for a while, and it made me very nervous. So I really appreciate you guys dropping in, and appreciate it if you would share it. What you doing? Don't get burned on the glue gun, because it's pretty hot.
you are doing a great job, from Jenny.
Thanks, Jenny. I appreciate that very much. My husband said, I'm going to go to the bedroom so I don't make you nervous. It's like, well, why are you going to make me nervous?
Get 2 people on.
That's okay. So sometimes on the tulips, I'll get one that has, it looks like one has been lost, and it might have been lost in the store or whatever. So instead of having just that
Jenny said something.
bare.
She said, I haven't done my first yet.
Oh, well, I understand that, Jenny. I understand, but, you know, Damon says that that's what we need to do, so here I am. You'll do great, I'm sure. Just let me know when you start to do it, and so I can hop on there and see what you're doing.
Linda said, yes, it is like visiting an old friend. Great job, and see ya next time.
Thanks, Linda. See you. Thanks for stopping in. I really, really appreciate it.
My nose is itchy again.
You ladies interacting with me has made it a lot more comfortable, and I really appreciate it. Look at that from the side, how full that is, how fluffy.
Versus that.
Yeah, I know, versus over here where it's still open. It's gorgeous. It's gonna be so pretty. I like it better now that it's getting fuller.
You were doing a live on there and like me showing you how to make slime.
You know I don't like to touch that stuff.
It's good though. It's satisfying.
No.
But some of it is sticky. I like this one, the blue.
You like
It's
the
my
blue?
favorite.
Oh, the blue tulips are your favorite?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are pretty.
Out of all the colors,
They're bright.
the blue and the purple, the light purple.
I'm gonna have to cut some more bright pink, I think.
Okay, Jenny said,
Oh, I cut enough.
I love how full it is. I've never seen one so pretty. Now I want to try one. With an emoji.
Thank you. You definitely should. It's turning out. It's not hard. I guess I'm trying to say. Definitely. And for my first, I think I'm loving it. Loving it. So it's just I guess I didn't envision. Oh no. That needed glue, I guess. There's one of those.
The hot glue gun sticking to the table.
I guess I didn't envision it being that fluffy just from adding those on the side. Where did that pin come from? Did the pin fall out too?
I don't
Did I just miss those? No, right there it is. It just popped up. It must have been one of the ones where it was so full when I was working on it. Trying that there at the end. Definitely needs a little touch of hot glue. So that shows you there, you may have some that you have to get to hold in there. And it may be that I used 5 bunches. I don't know. But I liked how full it was, so it's a small price to pay to have to stick a little bit of glue there to hold it in.
I like
No
that.
problem.
Over here. Yours on that. You already cut that on here. But when you have time. It's pretty.
That was my bargain find, my vase, and I just stuck those flowers in. Grab that bunch of flowers and I'll show.
The whole thing?
You can just grab it. Yeah, just grab the, no, not the vase. She's looking at a vase. I went bargain hunting with my mom the other day and found a vase. But look at these flowers from Michael's. I can't wait to use those in a wreath. I think those are going to go on a grapevine wreath. She's talking
I
about
think the blue is what really pretty.
my, I found a vase at a secondhand store, and so I just stuck those in it
Jenny
just to see
said
what it was gonna look like.
Oh,
Yeah, they are gorgeous, aren't they? I think I'm gonna use those on a grapevine wreath though, because I just love the colors. Something that'll really showcase them.
Tammy Taylor, I think it said, was watching, or was she already on?
I don't know.
I think it said Tammy Taylor on there.
Oh, what if I did it?
Tammy Taylor.
Oh
watching.
yeah, it said. Oh, it says.
Oh,
Shauna.
and Shauna.
I didn't see that, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I would just spot it's not showing on my laptop, or if it is, I don't know where to
It could
see
at the
it.
top.
But hey, Tammy, we miss you guys. Hey, Shauna. Thanks, Shauna, for the referral on the wreath I sewed yesterday. And there's Jen.
That's Jen.
Well, I'm glad Abby.
It says
Jan and Nate.
No, that says Jen.
Does it say Jen?
I
You
think-
see, I need my glasses. It is Jen.
Okay.
She's on my friends list.
Tammy said, hi, I miss you too.
I'm glad Abby spotted that. You guys were hiding up there, and I didn't know you were here. See, she's a lot of help. She's a lot of help. She knows all this tech stuff. You know, working in IS for 24 years, I just managed the big systems. I didn't do a lot of the laptop stuff, so I definitely need some training. We all need a Parker, don't we? And all you Damonites know that. You know what I'm talking about. Parker is Damon's IT guy, and we all need a Parker. I need more than one. I'd run one crazy probably. I'm gonna cut some more of these pink off because I'm using, so like that one there, it doesn't even have any tulips on that stem. So you just have to look them over and, oh wow, this one has 3. That one only has 1 and that one doesn't have any either. So just look them over really good when you're buying them, to make sure that you're not getting one that is shorting you like that. But it'll be okay.
Tammy said, I love tulips, one of my favorites. Jenny said, haha, I used to do it before I
You see,
got into crafting.
Tammy? And they are beautiful. The thing when they are blooming in your yard is like they don't seem to last long enough. They're so pretty, but then they're gone. Well, this you'll have, I can
Did you hear what I
have
said
it.
that Jenny said?
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Haha, I used to do it before I got into crafting.
She did IT. That's, yeah, she did IT.
Oh.
I was in
And
IT.
then Tammy said beautiful.
Thanks, Tammy. I was in IT for 24 years. When I turned in my, I had turned in my notice.
Whoa.
Oh, you scared me.
I thought I got the hot glue on the knife.
No, it's fine. It comes off if you did. It dries. I had actually turned in my notice at work because I was going to move to Colorado with Abby to go to a school for dyslexia in Colorado. And then my dad had
Stroke.
yeah, Dad had a stroke. And so of course I wasn't going anywhere then, and so we took care of him for quite a while after his massive stroke. And then after that, just decided, well, I rescinded my notice, went back to work and took care of Dad when I wasn't working. And then time went on and we decided not to go to Colorado because Michael was in North Dakota, and we didn't need 3 different states, Georgia, North Dakota, and Colorado. So I just decided to quit and homeschool Abby.
So like this will all come off the table.
Before going live, I was thinking, there's going to be somebody on here policing my grammar, and then I talk about homeschooling. I'm thinking, what are they thinking? But let me just say, thank God for Abeka Academy, because they tell me what all I need to do. I mean, I have, you know, I went to college. I was in the RN program when Michael got moved or went to work in North Dakota, and then we decided to go, and I didn't get to finish the RN program. So I have had schooling, but I never aspired to be a teacher. But God knew.
Besides
God knew what he was doing, so here we are. And like I said,
Sunday school teacher.
thank God for
preschool.
Yeah, I did that for a little bit. Thank God for Rebecca Academy. See this sign over here, guys? Love builds a happy home. Mom, did Mom pick that up for me? I don't think
No.
that's the one she
No.
picked up for me. I picked that
This
one
is
up.
from Hobby Lobby.
And I'm
there's a
looking
little sticker
forward to
on it.
using that one on a wreath too. I think it's pretty.
Jenny said, I grew up in Nebraska, but I've never, let's see, but have never been to North Dakota. I hear it is beautiful.
It is definitely beautiful.
And the sunsets
Jenny.
are pretty too.
Yeah, if you've never saw a sunset or a sunrise on the prairie, it is absolutely beautiful. And I love the wide open space. You can see so far as the eye can see, you can see. And then we come back to Georgia, and it's almost like I get claustrophobic with all the trees, because, you know, you're driving down the highway, and here they're so tree lined, and you can't see, and I almost, for a little bit, feel kind of claustrophobic. But it's definitely beautiful. The few storms that I have seen in North Dakota, where here, you know, we get thunderstorms quite regularly, but the few that I have seen in North Dakota, the colors in the sky are just unexplainable. You can't even tell how beautiful they are. But like I said, it's not often that you get the rain there. If there's precipitation coming from the sky, it's going to be snow. But we love it there. We've got some great friends there. Tammy, that I was actually saying hi to, she's one of our friends in North Dakota.
Jenny said something. I think. Yeah, she said something.
Georgia is definitely hot. Definitely hot. The humidity. I mean, when we first got here last week, 80 degrees. I was amazed. I went hiking with my son and his girlfriend, and when we got into the mountains, will you throw these away for me?
Yeah.
When we got into
57.
the mountains, it was a little cool. But then when we
weird.
started that hike, I got hot. I said, I cannot believe everything that's blooming, and I cannot believe how hot it is. But I loved it.
It's
I
57
loved
right now.
it. I'm not sure, Jenny, what part of Georgia is that? That's not ringing a bell.
What is it?
It doesn't. I'm not placing where that is.
Ow.
Uh-oh, sorry, babe. Didn't mean to elbow you.
I'm gonna look it up on the map.
She's my web searcher.
Whoa.
Ooh, she almost she hooked our technology with her foot, guys. The camera almost went crazy again. Did you guys see the mailbox?
It is.
Oh.
Atlanta's right here, and then it's that right there.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's not far down from Atlanta. Okay. Thank you, sister. What do you call the...
It is south of Atlanta. We went to the Walking Dead set.
Oh, Walking Dead. That's so funny.
That's where Morgan went.
I haven't watched Walking Dead, and my husband has a couple of times, he said. And we had gone to the mountains in Tennessee for New Year's Eve. And when we were registering, we had rented a cabin, and when we were registering, the lady kept just looking up at him real funny. And I was thinking, well, what? Why is she looking at him like that? And finally she told him, hi Jen, hi Rose, hi Rose. but the lady finally said to him, she said, you know, you look like, and she called who it was, but not being familiar with Walking Dead, I didn't know. It's obviously some big guy because my husband is 6'4". But she said, you look like somebody from Walking Dead, she said, and it's freaking me out. But I think there for the first few minutes, she was trying to figure out if he was actually that person, whoever it was. And I don't know, not watching the show, is it a compliment to be told that you look like someone from Walking Dead? Maybe she meant the actor before they, I don't know, I just imagine they probably do them up
Well, like,
on there. I put my hand in that one.
Rose said something in the comments.
Yeah, she's hi. Hi, Rose. Type in there. Let's can you comment and say hi, Rose? That's all.
Is that it? Just hi, Rose?
Yes, please. No. Well,
Too late. And then Jen said, first time here from
Illinois.
Northern Illinois. And then she's also said,
Thanks,
looking
Jen.
beautiful.
Thanks, Jen. Jen, yours is the one, because I made sure I wrote down so that I didn't
Hi there.
forget to give credit, because yours, I've been seeing your tulip wreaths that you post, and oh my goodness, that one up there, and they're just gorgeous. So you're the one, you and Deanna are the ones that gave me the bug wanting to try this. So I don't know if I'm doing it the way you do. Now I'm wondering, because I just had a bloom to drop off the back here. So
Aw,
if I'm
thank
doing
you
something
from
different,
Jen.
if I'm doing something different, did yours do that on the back? Did they hang over like that? Am I doing that right?
Yes, it is. I can't see what it is.
It's an addiction.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't see what it said.
Yeah, I saw all the
Yeah, far
tulips
away.
that you bought. You probably look like my mom and them when they first went in and got tulips for me. They had quite a load. But it's taking quite a few here. It's looking like I may have to go back to Michael's. And they didn't have a whole lot to choose. I mean, a whole lot left, unfortunately. So I may have to find I may have to find another Michael's besides the one in Rome.
I have to buy more this weekend to fill orders. Jen.
I can see why you have lots of orders, because yours have been gorgeous. I didn't know how yours, the one I saw this morning was like a two-tone pink, and so I didn't know how my multicolored was going to turn out after seeing that one, because I loved it. So thanks for the inspiration. You like the white ones?
The white, blue.
Oh, I picked up two
Hey, you got
white
Stanley
ones.
colors there.
Blue and white.
Or trying. It just not came in on there, I think. I think it's just not that comment that she said about the orders. I think it just now came in on
Our Wi-Fi is pretty slow here, so a lot of times
she said
when-
something else. It didn't just not come
A
in.
lot of time, you may have to borrow the multicolor idea. It looked like you had lots of tulips already. So if you've went through that many, you have been busy. And good luck finding them. Because like I said, Michael's yesterday didn't have very many left in our town, or the one that I went to. She bought out 3 local stores. Oh my goodness. She's the tulip lady. Oh, here comes the tulip lady. That's funny. I guess it looks like there's more of them when you have them in the bag, other than, you know, before you start actually using them. I love the way it's turning out though. And look guys, I just like this little bit, if I can get this little bit, but there's gonna be no doing the center ring until I get more tulips. Because I have seriously gone through some tulips, but I love it. I didn't know at first if I was going to, but I do. I love it. It's looking so much better than I thought it would.
Well, you have these.
It does take a lot. I'm just finding that out in your husband's face. I would have liked to have saw that. I had went back, like I said, and got just a few more yesterday. Well, because I was already in Rome, and I thought, well, I'm just going to grab a few more just in case I need them. I'll have them. And I should have got more, obviously. But when I came, not that he's saying anything, but still, when I came in last night, I just left them in the car. I thought, I'm not getting these out right now. I'll carry them in a little later. So today, as I was getting things ready, I had to go out and get them, but, which he wouldn't have said anything, but he was busy doing his business taxes, so he didn't have his mind on me and what I was preparing for over there. And like I said, he was a lot of help with me getting set up, so he's very supportive. He told me today when he saw that comment that Lee had left for the wreath that she bought yesterday. He was like, well, you just get busy and I'll just stay at home. So he's making plans. Oh, we've got a cricket in the house. She sees a cricket in our house.
I thought it was a roach or something.
No, it's a cricket. You wouldn't even know what a roach looked like, would you? You just heard the word.
No, I think one time in the lecture at Menlo.
Shh. That's not nice. Let's
No,
don't talk
really.
about that.
Because one of the kids that don't
Well, they
school
can
there,
fly in from anywhere, but
they said it was a roach.
well, they might not have known either, huh?
And I just believed them.
You just believed them. Well,
Because I was
Can't
in
believe-
the 3rd grade.
can't, oh, well, that's been a very long time ago. Can't believe everything you hear. 25% off entire purchase coupon starting Sunday. Thanks for the tip. Definitely use those coupons. I was thinking, I bought a grapevine wreath yesterday when I was in there, and I don't think it was on sale, and as I was carrying it in the house today, I thought, you could have used your 40% off coupon, because I think that I usually have, I think it's 40, I think I usually have,
She said,
some
I stock Michael's.
Stock Michaels. I was thinking I usually get an email with them with a coupon pretty regularly.
She said, yeah. Right, yes.
Yeah.
It looked like yeah on there, so I just assumed it was.
Okay, now this one's off, so I'm gonna stick a little bit of hot glue on it and put it back on. And that's pretty easy to do. No big deal, just put a little bit on there and then just slide it
Glue.
on. Oh, hot. It's easy to burn your hand though. I saw someone the other day doing, and they had, oh, and I can't think of her page name. She was doing the wreaths from hymn book pages, and she had fingertip.
Ow.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She said, my Michael's is 40 minutes away. I wish I was closer. Same with Hobby Lobby. And then I'm watching my first from
Myrtle, Mississippi.
I
Hi,
didn't,
Carolyn.
I didn't know what MS stood for.
Yeah, Jenny, our Hobby Lobby in North Dakota is
50 minutes.
Our Hobby Lobby is 50 minutes and Michael's is 3 hours from us. So you get your craft outlet in a day. So that's wonderful, because when I ordered in North Dakota, I did not get it
Took
so
forever.
quickly, but because guess it's so far in shipping, you know, the Amazon Prime says you can have it in a day, and that's a day everywhere except for North Dakota, I guess, because we never get it in a day.
It usually takes like a week.
No, it doesn't take that long. It's just a couple of days. But
Well, it did my
most
fidget
time
spinner.
most of the time it seems like it because you want it so quickly.
Did someone share something there?
Oh, I don't know.
Because it dinged.
Wait a minute, right down here.
Oh,
Oh,
she commented
Lee
on
commented on the
post.
photo. She's the one that got the wreath this morning. So,
Have you ever ordered from the weather shop?
no, that's the wreath shop.
Oh, wreath.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not.
No, I haven't. I didn't know. I haven't heard of that, so I will have to check that out. That's what I was saying earlier. Being new to it, I'm sure there's lots of places that I don't know about, and that's what I haven't had time to really sit down and go through all the training that Damon has out there. But I wonder about wholesale stuff. You know, if you have a tax ID number, about getting some of that, but I guess you have to buy probably large quantities to do that.
Jenny said,
She's heard great things about them. Okay, I'll have to check
hey,
that out.
it's in Texas.
Will you write that down for me?
What is it?
Wreath shop, because I'll forget. That's why I
Hey,
made.
if it's from Texas, we can get Luke and Dawn to send them to us.
Mhm. She's got a friend that we made in North
No,
Dakota.
not a friend, a best friend.
In North Dakota, and they're from Oklahoma, but right now they're in Texas. And she's wanting really badly to make a trip to Texas to see that friend.
Nice, Jen.
And I would actually love to see his mom too, so who knows, Oklahoma or Texas maybe sometime soon. Okay, thanks, Jen. I had her write that down for me so I would remember it. I had, before I went live, I had wrote down your name and Dina from Deco Designs, because I wanted to give a shout out to you ladies, because that's where I had saw this, so I knew I'd have to write it down. I'd be struggling trying to remember the name of your shop or your business page. Okay, thanks. Good night. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. It was nice having you ladies to talk with while I did this.
I looked at the computer and it said 8:30, and I'm
I'm
like,
actually running out of chips, so I think I'm gonna be cutting it short soon. I'm wondering, am I gonna get to the, I don't know. I might make it to the, finish the edge here. I don't know.
well, when I saw it said 8:30, I'm like, I think you've been more
Is
than
it
that.
8:30 now?
That's Alabama time.
Oh, wow. So I've been on way long.
Mm-hmm. An hour 30 minutes.
Wow. And to think, I thought that I wouldn't be able to keep it going, and I've kept you guys longer than I imagined.
It didn't seem like
You made me feel
An
comfortable.
hour.
I appreciate it very much. Very much.
to me. It hadn't seemed over an hour.
Okay guys, I'm gonna have to cut some more tulips before I go any further, so I think I'm gonna cut it short. But look, already, I just have this little bitty space right here, but I'm gonna take some of the green tulips and have to cut some more of them off and cut these purple off. So I'll let you guys, I know it's getting late, I'll let you go, but look how gorgeous. I love it, love it. And thanks everybody for dropping in. I appreciate it. Appreciate you sharing it so we can get it out there. Maybe I'll be more comfortable next time. More not so nervous when I first go on and have to figure out that phone. Thanks, Jenny. You have a good night too. Appreciate it. Bye, everybody. See you later. Okay, you can hit the button. I don't hit finish. Close up.
Yeah.